preventing falls. All right? And we work really hard to prevent falls. But falls sometimes occur. And what do you do if you fall? Well, just a few statistics, 67% of falls do not happen from a height. That means someone trips and falls, someone missteps or steps on a toy or a Lego. If you've ever stepped on a Lego, that hurts. There was a little challenge out there, viral challenge going around where guys would dump Legos on a treadmill and their friends would walk on them to see who could walk the furthest without giving up.
Oh, awful.
Mostly guys. All guys. But here's the deal, guys. 80% of hospital patient falls are not witnessed by staff. And we were just talking about acute care falls last week, all right? We know that every 11 seconds an older adult is treated in the ER for a fall-related injury, and someone dies every 19 minutes from a fall-related injury. So very, very important. It's bad. And so let's just talk about what we do if we fall. And the first thing we need to recognize is what are the most common hours, most common places for a fall? Well, common places are in the home, specifically the bathroom. All right? Common hours, you're looking between 6 and 9 p.m. and 3 and 6 a.m. Now, 6 and 9 p.m., what are we doing? A lot of times we're getting ready for bed or we're finishing supper. And between 3 and 6, as I've gotten older, I've learned this, we're getting up to go to the restroom, right? And so most people have taken a cue from the National Council on Aging, and they have fall-proofed their home. One of the steps in that little checklist that I have on My Balance University that you can download for free is light your way. And your pathway to the bathroom before you go to bed at night, make sure it's clear and make sure it's lit. Good tip, holidays coming up, you're going to be traveling, make sure wherever you're staying that pathway is clear and the pathway is lit and you're familiar, all right? Now, one thing we want to talk about is if you fall, what do you do next, all right? There's been discussion about putting your hands out, about bringing your hands in. There's all sorts of, that may be better. There's all sorts of advice and tips out there on what to do, okay? And my advice is if you're going to fall, it's much better to put your hands out and let your hands absorb the fall rather than your face. Protect your head, okay? You fall, and I want you to make sure that you're okay. Sit up, take a breath, all right? Look around, don't be in a hurry. If you're in a place in public, don't be embarrassed, all right? Don't try to get up in a hurry, just catch your breath. The damage has already been done, all right? And let me tell you from someone who has seen many people fall in public, it's not as big of a deal as you think, right? I don't know how you guys have handled it in the past. If you've seen someone, for me, I just want the person to be okay. All right? I'm not worried about them being embarrassed or anything like that. Make sure you're okay. Do a little check, catch your breath. If you can get up, get up. All right? Here's another thing. Make sure you're okay. Broken bones, bruises, make sure that you tell your doctor. All right? Now, this is a big thing inside of our continuing care retirement communities. People do not want to tell anyone because there is a limit to the number of falls that you can have before you are removed from independent living or assisted living and then placed in another wing or another branch, all right? But we have laws in this country, HIPAA, for example. Tell your doctor, and I always tell this story. I had a client, had a friend hiking a mountain, Mount Vesuvius. Gravel, she slipped and fell, hit her head, right? She went down, hit her head, got up. Medical staff were there to help her down. She was fine. She was coherent. She was talking. She had her wits about her. You know, no signs of a concussion. So they asked her if she would like to go to the hospital, which was about an hour ride away. So it was an inconvenience. She said no. Goes back to her hospital room, cleans up, lays down, never wakes up. So it's important that after you fall within the hour, make sure you make a phone call, all right? Make a call to your doctor. Tell somebody. If you don't think you need to, if it wasn't that bad, if you did not hit your head, all right, then just be observant, okay? As long as you know your name, your telephone number, your address, that's a lot to think about after a fall. But these are things that, as a practitioner, as a specialist, that I'm looking for in determining a concussion and level of concussion, okay? So let's get past that. Let's talk about technologies. You have two types of technologies. I've done lectures on these guys. You can hit the YouTube channel to see in depth. But you have Bluetooth technology, all right? Things like my wireless speaker, how I can use my phone and connect to a wireless speaker, and it will play the music from my phone through the speaker. We have devices, the button you can wear on your wrist or your neck, around your neck on a lanyard. The issue with that is that you lose connection if you go too far away. So if you go outside of the home to check the mail, you may briefly lose connection. So if you fall at the mailbox and you push your button, it will not connect to the central device that will make the call. Wireless technology, however, like what's in your smartwatch or the Apple Watch, it functions off the same technology as your phone. So no matter where you go, you have access to that technology. As a matter of fact, recently, there was an unfortunate incident where someone, an older gentleman, was riding his bike. He happened to be a retired sheriff, riding his bike on the side of the road. I believe this was in Las Vegas. Two kids hit him from behind on purpose, and they killed him. His watch detected a big fall and made the phone call to 911 for him. He was unconscious, and paramedics showed up, and they were able to not only get there in time, right, where he wasn't on side of the road for long, but they were actually able to apprehend the two young men who committed this crime. So that technology right there, guys, you can look more on the YouTube channel. Costs of falls is very costly, around $17,000 per fall. You're looking at losses in time. And other than that, it's a lot. We're going to pick up the mood a little bit. Right? But that is just the tip of the iceberg, right? That's why we're here, okay? So good job. Way to hang in there. Let's rock and roll, huh? Let's have you stand. Let's get started. We'll go behind our chairs.